Welcome to San Academy Pallikarnai, class 10 mathematics. It we see in this chapter circles. This is chapter 10 circles. As we learned already the what is a circle in part 1, what are the types of tangent and secant parts of a circles. Now we are going to concentrate properties of the tangents of a circle. So can you able to identify which one is a tangent of a circle? Yes, third one is a tangent of a circle. Why it is called as a tangent of a circle? I have given in part 1 already the definition of a tangent of a circle. It is nothing but that is a line touching at exactly at one point of a circle is called as a tangent of a circle. Okay, this tangent of a circle is very important for our this one mathematically. It is also called as a slope of a function we can learn in 11th and 12th classes. And now if you see this is it's called a secant of a circle, and this is not touching the circle. It is a line, non-intersecting line. It is not touching the circle. Okay, let me see that there are two theorems are there in this circle chapter. One is 10.1 and then one is 10.2. 10.1 states that a line drawn, a tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Okay, see now xy is a tangent and OP is the radius. It will be any point of contact. You draw your radius and tangent, or you draw your radius and tangent, it will be compulsory perpendicular. It is a universal truth. Perpendicular means you know it will be 90-degree very well. Okay, so you should know that it will be radius and tangent will be compulsory. The relation between the radius and tangent will be perpendicular to each other. Now let me see, given xy is a tangent, how we are going to prove? Let me prove that theorem. Xy is a tangent, OP is a radius. So OP is touching xy at P. Point of contact is P. We'll call it as a point of contact. It's called as a P. Now join one, make it as a construct Q on xy and join OQ. Now we have to prove OPQ is equal to 90 degree. We have to prove OPQ is this one is a 90 degree. We have to prove is a 90 degree. How is it possible? We learned in a class 9 by using that property we are going to prove OPQ equal to 90 degree. As we know that one OQ will be compulsory lesser than the OQ will be greater than the OP, because it is a OP is a shortest distance. So by using this way also we can shortest distance will be compulsory perpendicular to the given line. The shortest distance wherever it will be perpendicular to the given line. So OQ will be greater than OP. So when it is greater than will be OP, then OP is the shortest distance. Then shortest distance will be perpendicular to the line. Then it is called as a, what is it called? It is called as a perpendicular 90 degree, then OPQ equal to 90. By easily we can able to prove this theorem. So the tangent at any point of a contact circle is perpendicular to the radius to the point of contact. Now let me see the exercise 10.1 in your textbook. How many tangents can a circle have? Can you able to say? How many tangents? Yes, infinite number of tangents. For example, if a circle is a, can draw here also tangent, here also tangent, here also tangent, because circle is consists of infinite number of points, set of points. So we can't, same way in the each and every point we can draw the tangents. We can draw the tangent. A tangent to a circle intersect it in dash point at only one point. Okay, at only one point. A line intersecting a circle in 2 points is called, it is called a secant of a circle. A circle can have parallel tangents. How many tangents we can have in circle? We can have only one set of, means one set of parallel tangents. One can have one parallel tangents at the most. At the most one parallel tangent. This will be, or it will be this is parallel to this, then one. Okay. The common point of tangent, this means common point of contact. What we call point of contact. Let me see the theorem 10.2. Okay, 10.2 what it states. If this also it's a one property of the tangent of a circles. So by using the 10.1, 10.2 on the whole exercise we are going to solve. So what is that? OQ and O are the radius we know, and P is the exterior point of the circle, and join PQ and PR. What is that called? They are called as a tangents. Very good. They are called as a tangents. Now we have to prove PQ equal to PR. How is it possible? Yes, it is possible by using the congruency property. It's given is O is a center of a circle, and P is exterior, PQ and PR are tangent. What we have to prove? prove is PQ equal to PR. It is very important theorem. Okay, PQ equal to PR. So once you take PQ equal to PR, join OQ and OR. Then OQ OR becomes radius. Yes, both are equal. So now it becomes two triangles. How many triangles? Two triangles. Triangle POQ and triangle POR. So what is that? OQ equal to OR is equal because radius is the singular, radii is the plural. So radii is of the same circle. And next one is OP equal to OP. OP equal to OP is common tangent. Common tangent, we know common, not common tangent, common. And as we know that we learned theorem is one at angle OQP and angle what is that? Angle ORP will be 90 degree. By RHS property, we can say the two triangles are congruent. By CPCT, PQ equal to PR. Understood? PQ equal to PR. By this way, we can prove this theorem is very important. The length of tangents drawn from external points are to a circle are equal. Let me see the first problem, question number 1. From a point P, Q, the length of the tangent to a circle 24 centimeter. Okay, and the distance from Q from the center is 25 centimeter. And now they are given as a find the radius of the circle. This one we have to find out x. So now if you draw, as we know that one, it will be perpendicular to the tangent. Radius will be perpendicular to the tangent. Then it forms a right angle triangle. By using the Pythagoras theorem, as we know that one, OQ square equal to OP square plus PQ square. Then 25 square equal to 24 square plus x square. Then if you do it, you will get the 49. The square root of 49 will be what is that? 7. So you will get the radius of a circle is 7. Now see the second question number 2. In figure, TP and TQ are tangents of a circle with center O. So angle POQ is 110 degree and angle PTQ find how much will be there. So as we know that one, the radius and tangent will be perpendicular. So now this is 90, this is 90, this is 110. So 180, 180 to 90. Then minus with, because it forms a what is that, quadrilateral. So as we know that when sum of the angles in quadrilateral is 360, then 360 minus 290 is 70 degree. Yes. Next we'll go for a third sum. Third sum is, if you see that this is also very same type of problem only. They are given PQ, a tangent PQ at a point P of a circle of radius 5 centimeter, and then meets a line through the center O at a point Q. Then OQ equal to 12 and PQ equal to how much they are asking. So use the Pythagoras theorem. The same way, 12 square minus 5 square, radius given. So 144 minus 25, 119. The square root of 119, there is no perfect square number. So root over 119 is a PQ by using the Pythagoras theorem. So I hope you all understood the question theorems, two theorems. Based on these properties only we are going to solve this full exercise. In part 3, let me see the problems. Thank you, students.